Good morning. Today is December 23rd, right before Christmas. Um, yeah, the weekend was pretty good. I wanted to do this on Monday and it got away from me. Uh, Most of my meetings today are being rescheduled either later today or later in the week, which will probably move to next weekend or the beginning of the year. Um, yeah, trying to just let things be. The gym is closed for Christmas, which I'm super happy for people that celebrate. I don't celebrate holidays. Every single one of them is based on either a lie or murder. So, that is my personal choice. I grew up with a Catholic family who did celebrate it. Uh, I am not religious. I am very spiritual. There are a lot of things that I believe in. The universe has been here well before the Bible and all these things have been. Um, so I am going to take the day off. My job does give us the holiday off. It does not give us the day before or day after off. Thankfully, I don't have a whole lot of work going on, so most people are taking it off. It makes my workload lighter, which is nice. I'm gonna try and work figuring out Canva and just my edits and all that a little bit more. I have some other recordings I was gonna do as well. I did weigh in on Saturday, and my body fat has gone down while my muscle's going up. So although my weight is staying about the same, it has been fairly consistent. I am losing fat while gaining muscle. So I'm very happy to hear that. I did do a refeed on Saturday. I usually do either Friday or Saturday, and I think Saturdays work better for my body, because I do legs and then I do combat and just on the go for a good amount of the day. Um, I give my body a little bit more, and I end up by Sunday dropping weight. So that's really good. Green Bites came with my order on Friday, so I was super excited. I got to have the matcha cinnamon roll Saturday morning. I love that thing. I am going to make more things this week into this weekend. Now that I have a little extra time, we'll see how much extra time, but I have a little extra time to play with Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, not so much on Saturday. By the time I'm done with the workout and teaching and all that, I'm just toast. I do have more editing to do because I am practicing combat, so I do record everything I do and edit from there, the good and the bad. If it's, I don't usually do, but I want to showcase what it's like learning the new release. Even, this is 4 years in, I want to say. I want to showcase what I've done well and just starting off and what I'm still trying to figure out. We always, me as an instructor, I like to watch and listen and then go practice. I do need to practice to get the movements down. It just, I do better with actual application. I've always done that with electronics, with telecommunication, all those things. I've always done better when doing what I'm doing than explaining or writing out or whatever it is. So, yeah, I record it. I'm editing. Editing like the last 6 workouts now. So slowly getting caught up. So I want to get caught up so I can implement best practices. I don't want to try to figure things out while I'm still feeling behind on everything else, because it stresses me out. It makes me feel even more behind and even more just anxious about getting things done. I'm anxious today because the Airbnb was supposed to check out at 10. They did not read instructions, and I'm pushed back on my cleaning schedule. So with the change in meetings, I'm using that this time to do this. So everything works out for a reason. Thankfully, it does say that I do charge extra for those who check out late. So it also means extra money for me. Yeah. And the weekend itself was good. There was no stress. Monday felt good. Monday, I reflected on the previous Monday and running around, and I want to say having to, but I didn't have to do anything. I did it because I care, because I wanted somebody to feel better. It's funny because they're in a rough spot right now. I remember being in the spot, the way that they are like anxious about anything and everything that's happening, they had things taken away from them with work, because of their actions. And it's from their manager talking to me as well as the rest of the direct reports, and realizing that there were things that weren't getting done. And so yesterday that person freaked out and was like, what, do they think I can't handle it? Do they like, and I was like, I suggest you talk to your boss, because that was their decision, not mine, theirs. But if you look back on the meeting that was taken away from you, I have showed up for that meeting every single week. We've rescheduled for 6 weeks, and I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 times, because I think one was week to week, and then we had to push it out 2 weeks. But I have showed up to every single one, and I don't get notified until 2 minutes to the meeting that you're not going to be able to make it. There's always something that happens. So if what's happening is real, you've got to readjust your life. If it's because of an excuse, you need to readjust your life. Like, that is something that has to happen. I had to learn the hard way, and I'm hoping this person doesn't have to learn the hard way as well. That's just reality. I didn't go running to their manager. Their manager came to me and said, I need to talk to you. We need to start getting things done. Full on agree. Let's get things done. That was the focus. So they're very, they're watching their back on everything. And I get that, because I remember, I can't think of that word. I don't know why, but they're, yeah. So anyway, I've also wanted to use my ClassPass credits, because I keep maxing out and then not using them, and I lose credits. So I've been using that for hot yoga and Pilates, which I love both of them. I don't want a membership to either one. I pay $35 a month for a ClassPass. I get credits. I get to use those credits for so many different things. You can do movies, you can do rock climbing, all kinds of stuff. So today, I think is the only day, maybe Friday, there's a 3:30 class. I'm going to take that. It works out that I'm going to do legs tomorrow, and then go get my hair done before I start work. So I'll have to cut that short. And Thursday, the gym is closed, so I will stay home and practice combat. Friday, go back to the regular schedule. I will also practice combat. I was actually planning on practicing combat tomorrow and then hitting the gym on Thursday. I don't want to do back-to-back legs. I can do back-to-back combat, so I am okay with that. Not crazy about it being into Saturday, but again, I don't want to do 2 heavy leg days and then combat right after, and or on either. So anyway, I'm working that out. It'll have to be this weekend, next week, because the gym is closed on the holidays, which New Year's, I do so that is a new year, new beginning, new start, all that stuff. So yeah, the weekend in general went well. Sunday I did a little bit of meal prep, but I have things that I want to finish off for this week, so I didn't want to go make more and then have things sitting in my fridge. I placed an order with Costco yesterday, which is funny because I placed the order usually 2 days beforehand, that way I can modify. Somehow I placed it and it was on its way. I don't know if that was me or Costco Instacart, but I have the stuff. That's fine. It has everything I need, and it's better that I don't do it on Wednesday, which is the day before Christmas, and have people, other people need that and use that. So that's fine. So berries are washed, packaged, ready to be put into containers. So I will take advantage of Thursday to do that, plus cooking. I have some cauliflower rice. I want to make some cauliflower fried rice with tofu, maybe some soy curls. Still figuring out what I want to do with that. I have a bunch of new recipes I want to try for breakfasts. I have blueberry muffins, apple, because I have an apple and I have frozen blueberries. I also have a good stash of Macro Mike, which is out of Australia or New Zealand, I can't remember, but they have really good, really, really good products. Everything outside of this country, just better standards, better products, better everything. So I'm using that to make some mud cakes, some pancake bowls. I'm just going to make them small. I usually make a loaf and then cut it off, but again, if it sits for too long, it starts to get funky. So I want to make sure that they're meant for maybe 2 servings and that I can freeze them if necessary. And so I have glass containers. I think I'm going to get a few more before the end of the year. I bought some for my dog's food, which worked out perfectly. He gets 2 ounces of rice, 1 ounce of sweet potato, 1 ounce of carrots. So I have 5 ounce containers. They fit everything perfectly. My berries, I got, was it 6? Because it's 2-1-1. No, 3-2-2. So 7. So I got 8 ounce jars, and those fit perfectly for the berries. And then I will probably get a couple more of the smaller ones. That way I can do the pancake bowls and I can individually bake and freeze them. So everything is going well. I don't want to say going to plan because right now there isn't necessarily a plan. We're kind of just seeing how my body reacts. I'm still feeling a little fluffy. You can see the definition in my sides, which is great. But I just finished a yogurt. This isn't a lot. I know that, but I can feel it. And as I eat, some things are making me bloat. So I have to be super conscious of that. Conscious and cautious. I don't want to bloat. I need to make sure I'm chewing, that I'm not inhaling my food. A lot of times I'll wait to eat, not on purpose, just because I'm not hungry. And so I need to stop doing that and just be mindful with my eating. I need to eat every couple hours, something small, once I eat, I get hungry. And so I freak out. But growing up, we didn't get food often. When you did, you had to inhale it. Otherwise, somebody else would eat it. Or there wasn't food. Our parents would get so messed up, their friends would get messed up, they didn't eat. And so I learned to cook for me and my brother because I had to. When I was allowed, again, they were so messed up. Sometimes they would let us because they weren't paying attention. Other times they wouldn't because they would freak out. So I would eat when I went to the lady who raised me. When I went to her house, I would eat. When I went to my grandparents, I would eat. But again, it was scarcity. So I have to portion control, and I have to be mindful with what I eat to make sure that I don't overeat and I don't overstimulate, and just keep everything nice and fluid. So, by the time I post this, I will hopefully have other things attached to it. I have ideas for what I want to do for it. Again, I'm getting through all the things that I want to do. There's stuff I want to do the garage. I want to, redo the garage. I want to redo so many things. So little by little, everything is getting knocked off. I just remember what I really wanted to do today. So I'm going to see if I have enough time to do that. If this person checks out by 10:30, I have just enough time to get the room clean before the set of meetings get kicked off. And then, just let's see how we can fit things in but not stress ourselves out. I'm excited for the Pilates class later today. I have hot yoga on Friday, so that'll be really good, especially if I can practice and then go do hot yoga. That would be really good. Or if I end up doing leg day. We'll see how things play out. But yeah, happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday before Christmas. I will probably see you after the new year.